we're in the water. Just launched it for the first time. About to go out on the Don Castro Channel. That's Bruny Island over there. And I'm at the Trial Bay boat ramp just south of Kettering in Tassie. Right, first trip, here we go. Right, so out in the water for the first time. I just thought there was a couple of things I didn't put in that first, or the initial video I did on buying the boat, and that was one of the most important reasons, and that was the season we've had in Tasmania in the last 6 months, 12 months. It's been very, very dry. Rivers have been very, very low. Lakes are incredibly low. The fish kill from cormorants, etc., has been enormous. And I'm no expert by any means, but I think there's going to be a huge depletion in stocks, especially in the rivers. It'll take a long time to recover. Even now, in late May, the spawning run in Liweenie at Great Lake hasn't started. There's just no water, there's no flow, and you know, taking the boat up to Great Lake at the moment or somewhere like that, you can't launch your boat because the water is so low that the boat ramps just don't cater for it. So it's pretty worrying. So I figured if there's going to be tough fishing in the rivers for a few years to come, at least there will be fish in the lakes, and that gives me an option to fish, because there's nothing like fishing, you know, 4-6 hours in the river, slipping over, falling over, getting wet, and you're chasing very few fish. Taina has a massive population, but the amount of cormorants that I've seen in the river there and the lakes in the last few months is just incredible. They're hoovering up fish, and it really doesn't bode well for the next couple of seasons if we don't get a decent fall of rain that allows the trout around Tassie to spawn. Because if they don't spawn, the cycle just takes a massive holiday, and the fish populations will just not recover for years. So that was another major reason. And also a shout out to Channel Marine. They've been really good with the boat and getting it ready for me. Didn't take too long. Alan's been very, very good. The boat's really great. This is the first sort of obviously 15 minutes or so that I've been on it. I've tried my spot lock or my anchor function on the Motor Guide XO5. It works really well. I've had it deployed and was on anchor mode. Well, I attempted to set up my sounder, but that was just way too tough sitting on the water. So I set up my Elite system. I can't get the sonar to work at the moment, so I've got to try and figure out how to do that. It's all a learning process. This is the first time that I've had a boat. I had one briefly over 25 years ago when the kids were young, but it's very picturesque here. That's Bruny Island out there. There's the ferry in the far distance, and then there's a ferry just coming in there, going into Kettering, and we live just beyond that. So the Merc's been good so far. It's been up on the plane easily. The steering I find a little bit tough, so whether I have to change to hydraulic steering, I'm not sure. But that's good for initial test, and I'll just have a bit of a hoon around now for a little while before trying to get my boat back on the trailer by myself again. Cheers now.